Hey, here's part 6. Now, I'm giving my thoughts on IDW Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters Get Real, parts 1 through 4. Now, this series has the IDW publishing Ghostbusters teaming up with the real Ghostbusters, with the real Ghostbuster counterparts, which I grew up reading and watching the real Ghostbusters cartoon, and also, as you can tell, I'm wearing one of my favorite Ghostbuster t-shirts. Anyway, in this, the real guys are battling out an outbreak of ghosts. You know, basically this actually has a tie-in to the classic real Ghostbusters episode where the guys took on Proteus, and Janine was left alone to battle out with ghosts. And after they save a voodoo woman from an old friend of hers, they encounter Proteus, who as he tries to capture them. Well, the voodoo woman decides to help the Ghostbusters out and accidentally sends them to the IDW dimension. And, you know, they end up helping each other out, you know. And this is not the first time the IDW Ghostbusters encountered people from another dimension, because, you know, they previously teamed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And, which I might add, that was radical. Anyway, and of course, we see some variations of classic ghosts, like the makeovers Lots of Bucks, which in this case became a fairy poltergeist in the IDW comics. And, you know, and throughout the comics we see other variations of the Ghostbusters, including right in here, I believe it is. Yeah, we see the Extreme Ghostbusters, which takes place after the original cartoon, where the team, which is a bunch of college students mentored by Egon, but I really like the artwork and storyline. I mean, Burnham, Schoening, and Delgado, they did an amazing job with this, and you could tell the difference between the various worlds. I forgot. We get to see a brief glimpse of the People Busters from that classic Real Ghostbusters episode as well. Anyway. I will spoiler: the guys do not capture Proteus, because if you've seen the classic episode, you know what happens to him. But this explains what happens in between the guys disappearing and ending up at Proteus's lair, and Janine coming to save, and Slimer arriving to save them. And like I said, this is amazing. I am really excited. I'm really glad that IDW is continuing to make these Ghostbuster comic books, because, you know, Ghostbusters is a major part of my life. And it made me a believer in the supernatural. In fact, I often will do research on supernatural creatures because of the Ghostbusters franchise. Especially, in fact, I'm thinking maybe looking up doing research on other creatures from other cultures. Anyway, and currently they are working on Ghostbusters International, where the guys are traveling throughout the world. Mostly right now they're in Italy. I have to read the latest comics, the latest issue, which I just bought last week. And in fact, this morning I tuned into Music Choice, and for the 6th time on the 80s channel, they were playing Ghostbusters. Now, like I said, IDW is doing an amazing job with these Ghostbuster comics, and I need to get hold of the rest of the Volume 1 issues and the couple Volume 2 issues I do not have. So I can just add it to my collection and read them. Anyway, this ends part 6. A lot more to come.